Today, I sadly have to name and shame one of my favorite YouTubers and podcasts. Today, I'm going to be talking about General Sam, Poob, and the Forehead Fables podcast. If you don't know who General Sam is, he is a YouTuber and streamer who does gaming and IRL content. He has a podcast called the Forehead Fables podcast with his friend and fellow streamer Poob. General Sam has been a YouTuber for a long time now and has nearly 1.5 million subscribers, and on his podcast, he has nearly 250,000 subscribers. Now, what caused me to have to name and shame him and talk about him today is because on his podcast, I'm guessing a Patreon exclusive episode, or maybe an older episode on YouTube, Sam and Poob went on to talk badly about another YouTuber named Excess Area 6. Excess Area 6 is an older YouTuber with over 40,000 subscribers who talks about random topics and video games and seems to be just a cool guy overall. Nothing really bad about him. Sam and Poob went on to make jokes about his looks and more, and here is that clip.
New YouTube channel just dropped, guys. This guy's big. His name is Accessoria, which kind of sounds like accessories and diarrhea put together.
Yeah, I like that.
He has collected,
Or access area.
he has collected like every PlayStation 2 related thing. Like he has a bunch of just like old games. But
wow, he does not look like I thought he would.
Imagine what in your mind a guy that collects a bunch of video games looks like, and then throw that out the window because this guy looks
Imagine
like
a guy that smokes crack.
this guy looks like a coal miner or something. Like he just looks like the kind of guy that it looks like his son collected this stuff and then his son died and he's just in his son's room.
That's really sad, but yeah.
He looks like if a kid played all these games, he would be in the doorway going, "Son, you're never gonna have a life being in here wasting your life away on these games."
You looks like me if you never invited me to be a guest on that one podcast episode. I think he might have like a terminal illness.
Well, I mean, yeah, looking at him, he's not like I'm not gonna be like, this guy's healthy.
Yeah, I know. I just feel like that probably answers a lot of why he. Oh my god,
Looks like a Draugr from Skyrim.
that's so sad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just like suffering a terminal on it. Oh my god,
He might be.
God. Oh, dear God, what have I done? Why do I never learn?
Yeah.
Oh,
Accessoria.
he's got like lung failure too. Oh my god,
You're a cool dude if you see this.
his name is Access Area 6.
Accessoria.
It's 2 words.
No. It's Accessoria, dude. It's like access diarrhea.
Oh my god, he needs a lung transplant. Jesus Christ. I can't tell if you're a crackhead or a bum. Oh, actually, I'm so sorry. Oh, well, there goes all my good karma I stored up this year. Can't wait to get killed for Christmas.
Oh, man. I think he looks great for a guy that needs a lung transplant.
You just need a Thanksgiving meal. I can't eat. I can't eat.
All I'm saying is if I needed a lung transplant, I'd look way worse than that. Okay, dude, this guy looks
How'd you
great.
find this guy? Were you guys on this guy in Discord or something?
I watched the hidden PS1 gems or whatever, that video.
Oh.
I was like, this guy rocks because he doesn't look like a guy that would be into that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
it's actually like a relatively new channel.
I know.
Too.
Yeah, Accessoria guy. I hope you get your lung transplant. Good luck to you, sir.
What makes it worse for me, at least, is that Sam went on to watch some of his videos, or at least one of his videos, and saw that he wasn't a bad dude, and still decided to talk bad about him. As a general Sam viewer, and to be 100% honest, he is known to be and is a self-proclaimed not great person. Personally, I kind of hate how they have an editor and they don't cut this part out, because that's the point of the editor, is to go through and cut stuff out. Whether it's a Patreon episode or not, the editor should always go through and check stuff, and I feel like the editor, which his name is Stall, by the way, I think sometimes Sam edits them, but mainly Stall does. To me, it's just weird that they didn't even think of cutting this out or didn't cut this out. Like Stall on the YouTube videos, or maybe even on the Patreon episodes, he will actually like add in his own comments in the text boxes and stuff randomly on screen whenever they're talking about something. So he's frequently like known to be editing it and everything. So him not cutting this part out is just kind of weird to me. I thought the jokes were funny and I laughed at them, I'm not gonna lie. But the context of this being a YouTuber and a YouTuber being a cool and chill dude who does his own thing, it's kind of bad. The Reddit post that showed this had comments of mixed thoughts. Some people were saying, well, what do you expect at Sam? And others were like, yeah, this is kind of messed up. The Reddit post didn't have any upvotes on it, and I'm guessing a lot of people downvoted it for whatever reason. The only video that has decent traction is Area 6's response. Area 6's response video is titled I Name and Shame a YouTube Channel, and here is part of it.
And it was the Christmas day. I found out about these idiots. Sat and watched it. Felt like just jacking it all in and cancelling everything I've ever done. Get rid of my channel, get rid of my name. Yeah, felt really bad. I've been living with my... Anyway, I'm not going to go into a lot of big detail. Now, I spoke to my sons, they've seen the videos, they've seen these idiots. They've since took this video down. The channel is called Forehead Fables. They have took the video down. These videos, well, the video I've just showed you, that is from somebody that captured their video because he wanted it to go out there for these guys to be named and shamed. Anyway, guys, yeah, I toiled with the idea in my head. I thought, do I just ignore it? Like I say, I spoke to my sons, but this kind of highlights, it's not, I know it's aimed at me, but there's millions and millions of people out there that are suffering with illnesses that there's no cure for. These guys have just took the piss, the total piss. So I don't want people thinking, oh yeah, but actually should just... This is not just about me, guys. If they're getting away with this with me, they're basically taking the piss out of everybody that's got some terminal illness, whether it's a C word, whether it's any... I'm not going to name YouTube, don't like words. But yeah, like I said, I told with it, I got close to wanting to just shut my talent channel down. I was throwing my toys out the pram. I was getting angry. I was getting... This is the dark side of YouTube, guys. This is the dark side. I suppose it comes part and parcel. I don't know. I have had people in the comments before saying, expect the trolls. They're out there, they will come for you. Yeah, I get them. I dealt with two, well, I gave loads of people blue spanners on Christmas Eve to deal with the trolls. They got dealt with. Yeah, it shouldn't come to that, but it's just the world we're living in. It. Humans are one of the worst species walking on the planet. They are, regardless what anybody thinks. I've always had the same saying, I love all animals, but I don't love all people. There's a reason for that. Anyway, guys, just wanted to keep this short. I thought I'd put it out there just so that you know what goes on. I didn't have a clue about this until the following day. So yeah, moving on to the new year, which is only a couple of days away, 2025. I'm just going to stay positive, keep my channel going. It's too easy to just get angry and throw all your toys out the pram, and this is what I thought. I'm just going to close it down, get rid of it. I'm never going to stop watching YouTube. I will always watch YouTube, massive fan of YouTube, the good side of YouTube, not all the crap. Yeah, So yeah, I just thought I'd share that video with you to highlight. I'd never disencourage someone not start a channel, but if I can just give a bit of advice, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, expect the trolls, expect the haters, expect the crap that goes on with it. And I hope you're a stronger person than I am, because it is hard sometimes. I was on a right downer Christmas Day. In fact, it ruined my whole Christmas. My Christmas Day was ruined. Couldn't stop thinking about it. Couldn't stop watching it. Kept rewinding the video. But like I say, that channel, they have deleted it. I think they had. I know my son's reported them. Maybe that's why it got deleted. I don't know. But this, what's his name? He kept it captured because he wanted them named and shamed, which is good. It's a good thing, because I think it needs to be out there. Like I say, people out there suffering from mental illness. Anyway, yeah, there, guys, just a short one. I was to get this out there so you guys know what to expect if you're going to do it. I'm not, like I say, I'm not in no way I want to put any. If you want to start a channel, guys, do it. Start a channel. Yeah, but like I say, be prepared. If you're going to go live, get your blue wrenches out there, ready. I think my next video is just going to be after the new year. I'm going to go in the cupboard and get more games out. Show you what they are. I've got some rare games in there, games that you don't see. I'm going to get them out, get them on the shelves. And that is it, guys. That is, and yeah, I want to thank everybody that came in the live stream at Christmas. Massive thank you for every one of you. And a massive thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel. A massive thank you to everybody that comments in my channel, and I will try to answer every comment. If you at least get a like and a thumbs up, a heart. If I get tons of comments, I literally can't just sit there and answer back sometimes, but I try my best. So yeah, take care, guys, and I wish every one of you, apart from those two idiots, a happy new year. Yeah, and I'm just going to leave it there for now, and I shall catch you next year in a few days. Get some games out and add them to the collection. Bye for now, guys.
It sucks that he had to take it so harshly. I don't blame him for taking it that way though, but it really does suck he took it the worst way possible, and sadly he had to see it on Christmas, and it also ruined his Christmas. Like, hearing him like say that he tore his stuff up or is like about to shut off his channel was just like really sad. I think he was going to say something about his family dealing with like health issues and why like specifically to him these jokes weren't okay. I mean, some of these jokes and remarks I'd make about people, but not posting about it like he did, especially to like an innocent person. Maybe if it was someone that kind of deserved it, then it'd be whatever. On top of Sam self-admittingly not being a great person, he's also on Reddit a lot. So I'm guessing he saw the r/YouTube drama Reddit post, or someone sent it to him, or he got the message somehow, and he surprisingly responded pretty quickly. Within 24 hours even, which I was very surprised about. Sam and Poob both responded on the Forehead Fables YouTube channel with a video titled Public Apology Number 1 at Access Area 6, and here it is.
Access Area, I watched your video of you watching our video, and it upset me how much it upset you, and I want to just say that we were wrong. You know, what we said was morally, ethically wrong. I don't think we should have said it, and it was actually upsetting seeing how upset you got. And honestly, it was even worse by the fact that you watched it on Christmas of all days.
That's...
a sacred day. I know.
Yeah, that's just really poor timing to watch that.
Yeah, it's not a great time to watch it.
This time we've clearly crossed the line in that once we realized, we should have just looked into him before you just bring him up and show him. Once we found out, shouldn't have made it into the video. But it's like part of that crossing the line and trying to make light of every scenario that we do is seeping into this apology. And it's very hard to be completely serious about the entire scenario, even though it is very, like you said, like the saddest part is absolutely how he took it. And like, of course he would take it that way. Like, really, we just didn't think he'd ever see it.
You know, it may seem from the outside like this is some show that's put together or whatever. I honestly don't think it seems like that, but some people do seem to think it's like some sort of produced show. It's honestly just us on Discord, and we hit record and then we talk to each other, just a conversation. It's very insulated. And oftentimes, yeah, I do forget that stuff goes out onto the internet. It goes out there. People see it. And we're kind of in a socially in a group where, yeah, people tear the hell out of each other all day. And it's just not great to just do that to a random person that you don't have any sort of social rapport with at all.
Seemingly a very positive person with like a very wholesome community, and then just kind of like put our darkness in there.
Yeah.
That community.
Not good. Yeah, we're the bad guys here. But I do want to say there was a moment in your video. You mentioned that you wanted to hang up doing YouTube. You wanted to stop making videos. You're thinking about wrapping it all up. I'm going to put my foot down on that and say no. Don't do that. I think YouTube is a better place because you're in it, Mr. Access Area. And I love channels like that, like yours. And I think your videos are great. And I don't want you going anywhere. I'm a fan. You probably hate my guts now, but completely understandable. But yeah, I think you should keep sticking with it, personally.
And I've done this drawing as means of apology in a different medium. And the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Yeah, and we feel really bad. We really do. Like if I mean, I get comments all the time about how I just look like a fat lesbian, and I read those comments and slap my knee and laugh, and I think they're funny. But I guess looking like a fat lesbian, having that thrusted upon you, is not the same as having a terminal illness thrusted upon you. In that regard, I'm sorry. I am sorry.
Oh my God.
There's a very loose connection between looking like a fat lesbian and looking like a terminally ill guy.
Right, that is in so poor taste. But you can't help that. But I know what it's like. People call me a fat lesbian all the time. Just an unfortunate situation where we've made a seemingly very sweet man very sad about doing something that ultimately is very cool. Like, the channel's cool. Yeah. The whole precipice of it was just being like, this guy doesn't look like he'd have PS1 games. And then we riff.
Yeah.
And that riffing's where you can get in trouble.
Yeah.
Because, like Rifficus, if you riff too close,
to the sun,
to the sun,
yeah,
the glue will melt.
The riff falls apart.
The riff falls apart, and it becomes just kind of nasty. It becomes just making fun of a sick old man, which is hindsight 2020. Yeah, ultimately what we did.
But you need to have the same mentality going into this that a comedian has going into onto the stage. We'll get them next time.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is the last thing that will happen like this entire year. So,
Access Area, I hope this apology suffices.
And if it doesn't, totally understandable.
We'll make a second apology video
Well, yeah.
apologizing for how bad this one was.
If that doesn't
Anyways,
work.
hope to see you making more videos. And I hope they're not directed at me.
We've been properly named and shamed.
Yep, named and shamed. Awesome video title. I'm honestly, that was kind of awesome.
Woke up, saw that on YouTube.
I clicked on it. I was like,
about.
this is this is going to be
hunch.
awesome. Yeah.
Had a
And
slight
then I saw
hunch.
me.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder what asshole messed up this time. Well, okay. Yep. Yep.
I feel like the response is at least somewhat genuine. I'm surprised he even responded in the first place. Area 6 said that he saw the response was uploaded and said he was just going to leave in a comment on the apology and leave it there. If there is an actual response video, I'll show it up here. Just to cut in here while editing, the response was like 24 minutes long, and it came out on the 31st, and it was overall a positive response. There was nothing bad said. He was like, I understand y'all are young, and I understand y'all's type of content now, so I get it. And he might have not really had full context of like Sam just being a funny or a comedic person. And he has no like bad blood. He doesn't really want any. He just kind of wants to go on and do something. And that's basically it, man. That's really his entire response. It's 24 minutes long. I didn't want to show the entire thing. There was no point in showing the entire thing. You can go watch if you want. I was going to tell you all to subscribe to him, but I'd rather him not have, like, subscribers that are just not going to watch his content. So, whatever you all want to do, if y'all find his content interesting, then enjoy it. I was expecting the response to not be genuine at all, and there would be, like, some joke at some point. Like, them being like, oh, I'm not actually sorry, like, just man up or whatever. In this situation, whether it's biased or not, I don't really mind the jokes as I thought they were funny. Sam is used to these type of jokes being said about him, like in his comments, like he said in the video, and he also takes them differently, and he thought it was okay to do it back, and didn't even expect them to see the video, which honestly, I've had the same thing where I don't expect people to see my video, and they see it anyway. The other week when I talked about Chris Raygun, I didn't expect them to actually see the video, but he was in the comment section, which was absurd. But, I mean, it's always possible. It is YouTube. Illness or the joke in general was too far in the eyes of Area 6, and I wouldn't want those comments towards me either, so I don't really blame him. You never know what's going on in someone's life or how they are thinking, and if they aren't a bad person, probably just best to be nice to them. Other General Sam fans commented on Area's video, saying not to take their stuff harshly and that he should continue to do YouTube and such, and showed actually a great amount of support. I honestly didn't think Sam would have such a decent amount of good fans. There was always the stereotype of all of his fans being degenerates and weirdos and such. Maybe he got hate comments, but maybe they're just at the bottom or whenever you go to new. But all the top comments and everything show positive reactions, or maybe the negative comments got deleted. That's always a possibility. But Sam is right. YouTube is better with a person like Area 6 in it, because it's someone who is to themselves. He's not mean. He's not into dramas or anything. He's not like... He doesn't look like a bad dude. And he is more what we need on YouTube, as everyone is just so hungry in the worst ways possible for attention spans, and more. A lot of people are kind of just making artificial content or not really being themselves, or not making content that they really want to. They're trying to make the stuff that makes the most views. And it's really sad. But thankfully we have people like Area 6 who is a part of the wholesome side of YouTube and just does what he wants. And he should stay to represent them, really. Overall, let me know what you all think in the comments down below. I don't want people to send hate to either side, as I really love Sam and his podcast, his thumbnails, and his editing, and how his videos are made have always been super cool to me. I think he really does put a lot of work and effort into his videos, and they've always been like an inspiration to me, and also just, I love watching them. I love to talk to him one day and interview him, as I have a few questions and want people to know the person General Sam in general. Maybe if I get big enough on YouTube, I'll get to do so one day, so make sure to like and subscribe so that can happen. I'd even want to be on his podcast, even though the only thing I can bring is YouTube dramas and lolcows. But I think one time Poob talked about lolcows before. Like, he talked about just weirdos online, and I think about went onto a rabbit hole. I don't follow their Patreon because I ain't paying for all that. How else am I supposed to save my money for OnlyFans subscriptions? But enough glazing. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for the support. Happy New Year and everything. Hopefully 2025 is going to be a good year for us all. And in the end, I'm PERK 30, and keep God close.